It just keeps happening. In tonight's game against the Sacramento Kings, we were seeing the debut of Kai Jones, who was everything and more that we talked about in our last video. He was a high-flying lob threat, getting blocks, dunks, rebounds, was everywhere, was very athletic. At times, it was hard to tell that he was a center, as he is a little bit of a smaller frame, but he was having an amazing game, had a career game in points, and was absolutely amazing, looking like a great third option for the Dallas Mavericks, as we're dealing with all these injuries. And speaking of injuries, they don't stop there, as tonight in the first quarter, Kyrie Irving goes down with what they're calling, as of now, a knee sprain. He fell, was very slow to get up, he did shoot his free throws, but he left the game and never returned. As well as later in the game, Jaden also went down with the ankle sprain. So in this video, we're going to take a look at what happened in tonight's game, where do these injuries come from, and what is going to be the future of this Mavericks team. But how's it going, everybody? My name is Marcel Martin. This is Mavs Digest, bringing you the latest news on everything Mavericks related. And before we get started with today's video, we're currently sitting at 19,946 subscribers. Oh, so close to 20K. But if you're enjoying everything that we're doing here at Mavericks Digest with our watch-alongs, our news vids, and everything else in between, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on a single thing that we do. But, like I said, the Dallas Mavericks have been dealing with injuries left, right, and center, and they obviously didn't stop today. And just the other day, it was announced that they were going to waive Kyler Kelly and sign Kai Jones, who did get waived by the Los Angeles Clippers. And in the video that we posted a few days ago, we went over how even though Kai Jones has somewhat of a history, he is still a serviceable big, very athletic, able to get lobs, dunks, rebounds. And we saw that all today. And with reports right before the game, they announced it. Kai Jones will be available to make his debut with the Dallas Mavericks tonight, per Grant Afseth. And I would love to be talking about Kai Jones, breaking down his game and exactly what he showed tonight and what we can expect going forward. But that will have to wait, because in this game, we got even worse news than what we thought was even possible. Like I said, in the first quarter, it was announced that Kyrie Irving's injury was ruled as a left knee sprain and he won't return to tonight's game. And as you can already tell from the thumbnail, that shows you a pretty good angle of what the injury looked like. Warning, I'm going to show the image right now for you guys so you can see exactly what it looks like up close. If you don't want to see it, go ahead and skip. I'm going to put a little timestamp so you can just jump over it. You've been warned. But the injury looked a little bit like this. Kyrie Irving was driving to the basket. He did a little Euro step. He bumped into Jonas Valanciunas. He was off balance. He took a step with that left foot. He planted it. His foot didn't move. The rest of his body moved as to why that knee went inward. He fell, slow to get up, had to be helped up to the free throw line so he could shoot his free throws. There were tears in his eyes as he knew exactly what this injury was. And like I said, at this current moment of recording, it is being labeled as a knee sprain. They have to do MRI, imaging, and testing to see exactly how severe it is. But as of right now, they're calling it a knee sprain. I am no doctor. However, I myself, about 4 or 5 years ago, tore my ACL while playing basketball, and the same exact thing happened. I jumped up for a rebound, came down very awkwardly, and my knee went inward. I collapsed automatically. It was a lot of pain, and I had to get a whole new ACL pretty much. Had to go get surgery. I was in a cast for weeks, months at a time. I'm not an NBA player. I don't have access to the best health care. I'm also not a doctor, so prayers up for Kyrie Irving. Hopefully, it's just a hyperextension. Hopefully, it is just a knee sprain, 6 weeks, and he'll be back. That's what we're hoping for. But to be honest, these injuries just keep piling up. Things don't look good for the Mavericks. One of the things that everybody's been saying is that if the Mavericks are healthy, we're a great team. When the Mavericks are healthy, we'll be an unstoppable force. You would be absolutely right, but if and when just isn't coming. We've been saying that since December when Luka went down on Christmas Day. When Luka comes back, everything's fine. If this Mavs team gets healthy, we'll make a good run at the end of the season. We'll go to the playoffs. It's currently March 3rd. We are dealing with more injuries almost every game. PJ did not play that well in the previous game against the Bucks. He left the game early. He was out today. Kyrie goes down with what they're calling a knee sprain. We'll have to follow that up in the next few days to see what it actually is. And then you got Jaden going down with the ankle sprain, 2 injuries in one game. Not sure how many more injuries we can sustain until we have to start forfeiting games because we just don't have anybody. This is one of the worst seasons I've ever seen for this Dallas Mavericks team. I'm 30 years old. I know there were many bad games in the 90s for the Mavericks, many bad seasons in the 90s for the Mavericks, but this season, feels like the absolute worst. The team that just made it to the finals a year ago. Now 32-30, trying to stay afloat. We're still in the play-in territory, trying to get out of it, but with these losses, that's not going to happen. Other teams are winning while we're losing. We're getting injured. Hopefully, on March 6th, this Thursday, we're supposed to get an update on Derrick Lively, Daniel Gafford, as well as Anthony Davis. Still no word when Caleb Martin comes back. We don't have Jaden Hardy, which a lot of you are kind of just done with Jaden Hardy. But that's a healthy body that we could use, but no longer. He has an ankle sprain. Kyrie Irving, who has been playing a lot of minutes since the All-Star break. 38, 30, 40, 32, 42. Kyrie Irving, even before the All-Star break, when we traded away Luka Doncic, was playing way too many minutes. And I can't blame Jason Kidd entirely for that, as we are trying to win games. We don't have a comfortable lead where we can give guys nights off. We're trying to win games. Kyrie Irving, you're our best player out of all of our healthy players right now. Guys are hurt. We need a lot more from you, and we would ask the same of Luka. If Kyrie got traded instead of Luka, we'd ask Luka, we need you to play more games and play a lot more minutes, but it was bound to happen. Kyrie Irving, earlier in January, had a bulging disc. He had to miss time, and now with his knee sprain, which who knows what else it could be, it does not bode well for the Dallas Mavericks' future, at least for this season. But a few other reports. A doctor on Twitter tweeted this out, saying, here is a Kyrie Irving injury video. If you want to find him on Twitter, he posted the video. He said, I don't like the way his left knee buckles and hyperextends. Best case scenario, hyperextension/bone bruise. Worst case scenario, ACL tear. And again, I'm not a doctor. He is a doctor, but I'm not a doctor. I cannot tell you what it is. We have to wait till the test, the imaging, everything that comes back to tell us exactly what it is. And that timetable, hopefully they are transparent with us. We all know the Dallas Mavericks don't like to tell us anything when it comes to injuries. Hopefully they will tell us what's going on. But it just does not look good for the Dallas Mavericks. But like I said, it wasn't just Kyrie Irving who got hurt. Jaden Hardy also got injured. Dallas Mavericks guard Jaden Hardy's injury was ruled a right ankle sprain, and he won't return tonight. And like I said earlier in the video, some of you are already done with Jaden Hardy. You want him gone. But as of right now, we just need bodies. We have Dante and Spencer Dinwiddie as our only real ball handlers. Of course, there's Najee Marshall. But Najee Marshall comes off the bench. We have Max Christie. We got a lot of guys that are still here, just... they're not a Kyrie Irving. They're not an Anthony Davis. They're not a Daniel Gafford. They're not a Derrick Lively. The plus side is we do have Kai Jones, who looked phenomenal tonight. If that continues in the next 12 to 13 games that he's allowed to play on a two-way contract, hopefully we can convert that to a full-time contract. We might need him more later in the playoffs than we do right now. It's looking very tough for the Dallas Mavericks. It's looking tough for all the guys. The medical staff is going to be the one that everybody wants to blame, but a lot of these are freak accidents that even the best doctors couldn't prevent Kyrie Irving for having a weird footing and just hyperextending his knee, or Jaden Hardy getting an ankle sprain. It goes way beyond that. A lot of people also want to say this is karma, and I'd argue it's not karma. None of these players did anything wrong to warrant any of these injuries. This is a direct result of the front office. So if anything bad happened to them, you can say it's karma. If anything, the team's just cursed. It's bad juju all around. And I just don't see things getting any better anytime soon. Hoping on March 6th, like I said, this Thursday, the Dallas Mavericks will reevaluate Anthony Davis, Derrick Lively, and Daniel Gafford on March 6th, according to Jason Kidd. So this Thursday, it'll be a big day for Mavs fans as we try to get an update on everybody that's injured, when they'll come back. And hopefully it's something good. We are desperately in need of wins. Well, this time last year, we were riding high. We had guys healthy. We were winning games. We were figuring things out after the trade deadline, getting ready for the playoffs. This year, we're just crossing our fingers that we can finish a game without anybody getting hurt. But the last thing I want to show you guys is right here. Mavs who have missed extended time due to injuries this season: Luka Doncic, Kyrie Irving, Anthony Davis, PJ Washington, Derrick Lively, Daniel Gafford, Najee Marshall, Dante Exum, Caleb Martin, Dwight Powell, Jaden Hardy, Maxi Kleber. You can't make this up. That's pretty much everybody. Everybody that's ever put on a Mavericks jersey this season has missed extended time due to injuries or illness, in the case of Najee Marshall. It's just super unfortunate. It's a freak. It's just a weird thing that's going on with this team. Hopefully Kyrie isn't as injured as it seems. I don't want anything bad to happen to Kyrie that could affect his contract negotiations in the offseason, that could potentially push him to another team. It's going to get really, really weird this summer for the Mavericks. But for right now, all we can do is hope and pray Kyrie's okay. Hopefully Derrick Lively, Daniel Gafford, and Anthony Davis are trending upwards. Hopefully Jaden Hardy won't miss too much time. And hopefully PJ returns sometime soon. But let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Do you think it's more serious with Kyrie, or do you think it's nothing serious? He'll be back in no time. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. We can have a conversation about it. But that's all I got for you guys today. Thanks for being this far to the video. Make sure to check out our Twitter and Discord. Links in the description below. Consider becoming a channel member. We are doing giveaway every single month on this channel. Only way to enter our giveaways is to become a channel member of any tier. But till next time, y'all take care. Drink water. Peace.